The first step is to remove the air intake and also the passenger headlight. Removing these gains you access to the power steering return hose. Unfortunately, I had my airbox already off, but it's two 10mm bolts and then loosen the metal collar. And then for the headlights, it's an 8mm and an 8mm. And then when you pull the headlight assembly forward, there's another 8mm back there, right there, that you have to get to undo. Now that you can access the return hose, you want to go ahead and disconnect it. The hose has four little notches that need to be lined up and depressed to disconnect it. So there is a special BMW tool, which I'll link to the bottom. I did not use the tool and I ended up figuring it out, but people have had some problems. The return hose is the top of the two hoses here, and be prepared that when you get it undone, the liquid will leak pretty quickly, if you can listen here. I let all of that liquid drain out for about 10 minutes, and then once it was done, I removed my 13mm bolt holding on the power steering housing or reservoir, and then I removed the old hose just using a flathead screwdriver. And there you can see my brake right there. Next step is pretty easy. Install the new hose and put it all back together. The new hose, again, I replaced the top one, the return hose, just clicks on like that. You'll have a very audible click. And then you want to go ahead and put the collar back on the reservoir. Usually this is a flathead screwdriver. Once your hose is properly installed on both ends, go ahead and reinstall the reservoir with a 13mm bolt. Next, you're going to begin to fill up the reservoir, and there's a line marked on the inside of the cap. You want to fill up the reservoir, start the car, move your steering wheel back and forth maybe 3 or 4 times. Turn off the car, check for the level, and then go ahead and fill it up as necessary. I would repeat this a couple times, make sure the fluid gets through the system. You're basically doing a partial flush here. When you're done with that, go ahead and reinstall the airbox and the headlight, and you should be good to go.